Hey gang, JC here. About 10 years ago, I started Wonderboy Creative. As I was starting my company, I reached out to a buddy of mine who had started a similar company down south. I was asking for recommendations and things that he had done, and I wanted to kind of get to know some of the ins and outs, get ahead of things. And so one of the things that he recommended I do was that I deploy a chatbot on my website. So he gave me the company that he used, and I used a free version of an enterprise system, and it worked really well. In fact, over the years, 7 out of 10 clients that came through my website chatted with my chatbot. Sometimes I would get phone calls and form fills and things like this, but new clients would come through the chatbot. They would go on there, they'd click the little icon on the bottom right of the screen, and they'd begin chatting. Now, the way the system worked was it would initiate with a greeting, and then the person would respond. And then at that moment, when it was time to actually have the conversation, I would get a notification. And then I would get on there and I'd catch up with the person and make sure that I was present for whatever they needed. And very often it was things like pricing, and schedule, and capabilities and processes and things like this, very simple stuff. On occasion, they'd want to schedule a meeting or a phone call, but it was really useful. And I think it was really useful to clients because they could get on there and just in a blink of an eye, have a conversation about something that was coming up and that was important to their business. At some point, the system got deprecated, made massive change. I called them up to see, okay, well, maybe if I go from the free version to a kind of next level up, maybe I can kind of obtain those capabilities again. And what I found out blew my mind. Their lowest tier was $1,100 a month. So I was going to have to go from free to $1,100 a month. And I was on kind of a legacy version that they allowed people to stay on just to kind of not totally disrupt. But in the end, it did disrupt because I wasn't getting notifications. I wasn't able to have chats on my phone. I had to do everything through my computer, which kind of lost its luster. So anyway, I set out to find a new system and I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find systems that have an app, have the ability to do it on your phone, kind of have initial conversation. And those that I did find were extremely expensive. And so what I did was I set out to build my own chatbot. And as a feature for me, because I'm very busy and I'm kind of like a one-man show and I do a lot of my own project work and these sorts of things, I designed it using AI. And so my bot, his name's Gus. Gus is able to just have conversations, not as me, but knowing as much as me, because I trained him to know everything that he knows. I trained him using data and website information. So when it comes to chatting with a client about my business and the services that we offer, people can go on to my website and chat and find everything out that I would be able to provide. So in doing so, it worked so well that I decided to build a system around Gus. And so Gus is now, and I'll link below so you guys can click on it and play with it and what have you. But I made it so Gus can actually now build chatbots. And so if you go on the website, you can click the conversation link, the little chat link in the bottom right, and talk to Gus, and he'll set you up with a trial. Don't worry about the trial right now because I'm going to give you an offer code that allows you to do this for 3 months for free. But anyway, yeah, you chat with him. He'll build your bot. He'll send you a link. You click the link. You go to the website. You go to the dashboard and create a password, and you can edit anything you want from the dashboard. And when it tells you there's a spot on there that'll say deploy, and when you're ready to deploy, send me a message. I'll send you an offer code. And again, you get it for 3 months. So you can try it on your website, see if it works for you. If you know small business owners, feel free to forward this to them. And the whole idea is this. Right now is kind of an odd time, it feels like, in small business. We're shifting, people doing more e-commerce. People are doing things online. Everybody's buying on Amazon, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so this might be a solution for you. This might be something that allows you to kind of play the game. And again, if you have a website, it's super easy to install. And so when you're ready to do that, if you don't know how to do it, I can help you with that, but whatever you need. Anyway, so I just wanted to offer that to friends. It's not gonna be like hundreds of people get a crack at this. I'm gonna keep it to a small number, but I wanted to offer it anyway. And the only thing I ask in return is that you try it, that you test it, you take it through the rigors, and then let me know what you think. If you have any feedback or suggestions and ideas, I'm open to any of it. So yeah, let me know. And again, if you need the offer code, I'll send that to you. Just send me a message and we'll make it happen. So good luck out there. Talk soon.